who's that guy that plays Spider-Man? I'm like, you mean the new guy?
Tom Holland?
Tom Holland? Because yeah, he's got more muscle than this guy.
Ah, suck my poutine.
I just might because I'm Batman.
All right, here we go. Two gaming dudes doing the Batman. Here we go.
Right off the bat, I thought it was really, really good. Right off the bat, for me, I thought it was okay.
I didn't. For a minute, I thought it would be great. It wasn't great, but it was really, really good.
And
for me,
a little bit more in the middle. I was more in the middle. It wasn't the greatest thing I'd ever seen, but it wasn't the worst thing I'd ever seen. It was just something kind of in the middle.
Okay.
And I'll explain why in a minute, but I want to go over some of the things that you saw first.
Well, I had heard that this was based on the Year One comic.
Yes, very much. The Year One and The Longest Halloween.
Okay. I vaguely remember Year. I mean, we were in grammar school.
It was a long time.
Forever ago, but I didn't get that vibe. Other than, okay, they say that Batman is new and he's just started doing this, so he's really inexperienced. But I didn't get the other Year One vibes. I don't know. It's cool. We didn't get the origin story, which is fine.
I'm glad.
I'm
really glad. I don't need to see
Thomas Wayne get shot again.
Yeah, I did not see
his
his parents gunned down a fourth time, I think now. The fifth, or, you know. It's been a lot.
So Matt Reeves, the guy's got credentials.
Okay.
And it made sense when I didn't realize just how much stuff he's done. He got to start doing that stupid TV show Felicity.
Everybody's got to start somewhere.
Yeah. But he did the Planet of the Apes series.
Yes, he did.
And he did
Which
Cloverfield.
Okay.
I'm like, wow, okay. The guy has like legit credentials.
Yeah.
And he did this. Not that this is any great feat, but he got Gotham City right.
Yes. Gotham City in this, it's a really neat cross between the Christopher Nolan version and the other Tim Burton.
Okay, I'm glad you said
it's
that,
like
yes.
in between the two, and it's a really good mix.
Yeah.
The city feels dirty and grimy. It feels modern, but at the same time, there's a lot of goth architecture. It's really cool.
Yeah, I'm glad you said. We'd seen that before with Tim Burton.
Well, his was like
But it was
over the
more
top
cartoonish.
goth. Yes.
This one was more realistic and grounded.
Yes.
The whole film.
And the Christopher Nolan version was just New York. There was,
I guess.
It really was. It was just New York.
And I liked the balance between the genres. You got a little bit of the classical film noir with a little bit of crime thriller with bordering on horror, frankly.
Yeah, I actually really liked that.
Yeah, they were balanced really well.
I also like the fact that we got to see the world's greatest detective actually do detective shit.
Yes.
And not just punch everybody in the face. Like, he actually had to solve a mystery. I mean, they were dumb, but at least he was solving shit.
Well, I mean, they didn't want to make it into a mystery movie by making the clues so difficult that the audience couldn't follow along.
Yeah, but they...
I mean, it's good. He's the great detective, wonderful. And it was nice that it wasn't a CGI diarrhea-thon.
Yes. Yes. We're definitely done with that.
I'm so finished with Marvel shit. I can't do any more gigantic space alien CGI bullshit. This was really real and grounded. Like, he has that subway fight, and he gets his ass kicked.
Yeah.
Because there's 6 of them. You're going to get your ass kicked. And if he wasn't wearing the armor, they'd have killed him.
Yes.
It's realistic. He's a guy with some cool weapons, but he's a guy.
Yes.
I'm glad, really, really glad they did that.
Can I just say that he has the most bulletproof armor I have ever seen. Like, they are hitting him with assault rifles, and he doesn't even flinch. He just walks it off, point blank with a shotgun right to his chest, and he kind of goes, ow! And then he just keeps coming. And I'm like, I don't think it works like that, but I mean, cool, I guess, and cool that you have all those ninja skills, but you don't need them. You just stand there and take the shot and keep coming. But on the flip side to that, I mean, if a real ninja were coming at you and you shot him, you'd win. Like, the ninja's going down, so.
Yeah. Well, he did the ninja stuff too. It was cool.
It was cool.
I maybe this is too broad or too early to say such a thing, but it seems like Marvel and DC are starting to flip. Think about the last Marvel projects we saw.
Oh, like Shang-Chi and the
Eternals, CGI bullshit.
Whoa, it was so bad. Yeah. I think it's more like DC is finally starting to figure out where they belong, like their niche. Like they went with the whole Zack Snyder, and that was like too much. I pull it back from there.
I liked the Snyder cut.
And keep it dark, but
I like the Snyder cut. I want to be on record with that. Anyway,
I just don't like Snyder. But
when we saw Marvel try to do grounded reality shit,
they're awful at
right?
it.
Captain Black and White Soldier, fucking garbage.
Yes, they are not good at that.
DC's fucking Peacemaker.
Yes,
some of the best shit on TV.
I love it. So, yeah, I think maybe that's it. Just DC's figuring out their place in the world, and they just need to stick with it.
Let me ask you, what did you think of Robert Pattinson?
I'm kind of tired of people playing Batman and always having to give him the Batman voice and the gravity voice. You don't always have to do that, do you?
Well, he didn't really do a lot of that.
No, there's like a whole video out there of how he kept losing his voice because he kept wanting to do the Batman voice, and I'm like, knock it off. Just, I mean, don't talk with your British accent. That sucks, but you know.
I didn't expect to like him.
I didn't
at
either,
first,
but
I felt the same way about Ben Affleck, and I really liked Ben Affleck.
I like Ben Affleck's Batman better than this one, but he wasn't bad. He was not a bad Batman. I tell you what he was, though. So I saw it with my wife, and as we were walking out of the theater, I turned to her, because I know she was getting kind of bored with the movie, and so I turned to her and I'm like, so, I mean, be honest, what'd you think of the Batman? And she goes, he's really scrawny. What? That scene where he takes his shirt off and he's like moving furniture so he can spray paint stuff on the floor? Yeah. And that's when you really see him, and like, who's that guy that plays Spider-Man? I'm like, you mean the new guy?
Tom Holland?
Tom Holland? Because yeah, he's got more muscle than this guy.
You know, there's a lot of internet talk about that. Why didn't he beef up? Why didn't he do some roids? Like, he didn't.
No, he did not.
I don't know.
It shows.
Why he didn't.
He did not.
I mean, no doubt, the Bat should be Studley. I'm going to put up one of my picks right now. Here. Yes, that's me.
Yes.
But I liked him as the Batman. He didn't do much with Bruce Wayne. I think
no, he did not.
The best Bruce Waynes we ever saw were a toss-up between Christian Bale and Michael Keaton.
Yes, Michael Keaton was a fantastic Bruce Wayne.
And it's because he understood Batman is one-dimensional. The Bat is the Bat. The real character is Bruce Wayne.
Yes.
And Michael Keaton concentrated on developing that, and it paid off beautifully. I suspect Christian Bale is the same. He's this serious method guy who's fucking insane. I think he probably went the same way. I don't know what this guy did. We saw way more of him as the Bat than we did as
There's a
Bruce.
lot of him as the Bat.
But it was okay.
I didn't mind it, but I did notice it where I'm like, wow, you are spending like 80% of this movie in the cape and the hood. Like, so much of this movie is that.
Maybe off topic, what did you think of Val Kilmer and George Clooney?
This is ridiculous. No, I got nothing for you, man.
All right. No, I didn't expect.
I can't. No, I can't. I can't go there.
I had heard a lot that Paul Dano steals the show.
Who?
Riddler.
Oh,
Paul Dano. I
mean, he's good. I like him, but
he's an outstanding actor.
Yes.
Outstanding. Little Miss Sunshine. It's not your kind of movie, but it is excellent film.
He plays a psycho really, really, really well.
Well, but I wasn't blown away by his performance.
No.
He was good.
But
he was good.
I enjoyed him. Yeah.
But I think he's capable of more. Like There Will Be Blood is his best performance. And
I'm going to give you something else that I enjoyed. Did you like the girl playing the cat girl?
Zoe Kravitz.
Yes. Did you enjoy her? Did you enjoy her?
I like her fine. She's a perfectly good actress. She did good with it. But all of her scenes, not all of her scenes, so many of her scenes slowed the pacing down.
Oh, I'll get into slow pacing in a moment.
Like, the few times I caught myself looking at my watch, they were all her.
Her scenes?
Not because of her, not because she didn't play it properly, just because
Her shit was boring?
this doesn't need to, you can cut this, this doesn't need to be here.
It
didn't need to be 2.5 fucking hours long.
I'm going to get into the shit that they could have cut in a moment, because that mother effing 3 hours?
Yeah.
3 freaking hours? Are you kidding? Yeah. Okay, anyway. The one thing that I enjoyed about Catgirl is she didn't overshadow Batman. She didn't show up and have to be the female equivalent of Batman and do all the cool things he could do. In fact, when her and Batman first meet and she like tries to take him on, he overpowers her easily.
As he should,
because he's freaking Batman, and also he's twice her size, and it was just like, get over, bang, stop.
Stupid bitch!
Keep on laughing. Bring your face over here.
Pay that shit.
And I'm like, wow, they never would have gotten away with that in Marvel.
No, because Disney wouldn't go for that shit.
No, she would have had to have been better than Batman, like beating him up, and Batman would have been like, stop punching me in the face, it's me.
Yeah, Disney, with their inclusivity shit, she would have to be the heroine. She'd have to be the star,
Yeah.
He would need rescuing, and she would have to come rescue him.
Yes.
You're right. Oh my God,
That's some crazy bullshit, right? So in this movie, thank you for not doing that. It's a Batman movie. It's about frickin' Batman.
I can tell you're not doing anything.
Just have it be about him.
He's very sexist.
I am. It's awful.
Some of the things he said about women are just appalling. Worse than his fucking Holocaust denial. Oh my God.
Shut up.
What was this dumb shit he was saying about, if you look at the mass graves, you dig the proportions of how big the mass graves were, you couldn't fit them. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, Charles? This fucking guy.
Anyway.
My other complaint, the Batmobile was kind of garbage.
Unlimited technology from the whole universe, and we cruise around in a Ford POS.
And the Penguin, I heard about him too, like, oh, Colin Farrell steals the show as Penguin.
No, he doesn't.
What?
You don't even know it's him. Like, you have to like look at the movie, you got to Google it. Is it really Colin Farrell? I think it's really Colin Farrell. And you look at it again, you're like, I got to Google it again. So, like, replace him? No, that's him. He's wearing so much prosthetics. Why bother?
Right, and why bother at all? He had nothing to do with the Penguin.
It had nothing to do with the Penguin.
He was just
and why bother? And then I figured it out. I found out why.
Let's hear it.
For the spin-off. I shit you not.
Oh, for the
Penguin
movie, for
spin-off.
the TV show, yeah. Fuck.
That's gonna happen.
Yeah, they're gonna bastardize the shit. Well, they already did with that Gotham bullshit.
Yeah.
And the Pennyworth fuck off.
So the one thing that bothered me a lot about this movie, and it bothered me tremendously, was the 3-hour runtime. I couldn't, I mean, obviously I could handle it, but it sucked. Because why does he walk so slow? Always, like every time he comes on screen, he walks really slow, like he creeps. Then they go into the crime scene, and he's just barely tiptoeing as he walks. And I kept going, fucking move, just walk there. And he's just barely. And then there's a scene where he has to get like one of the envelopes the Riddler left, and it's in a cage.
He's reaching
with
into
a
the
bat.
birdcage, yeah.
And he, it's like real, and then slowly moves his hand. It took like 8 minutes for him to get the envelope, peel it, open it. I'm like, what are you doing? Is this why it's 3 hours long? Oh my God!
But look how tense you are just thinking about it.
Yeah.
That is a legit filmmaking technique to build tension. That's done intentionally to make you feel like that.
To anger me?
Yes.
To aggravate me?
Yes, to cause an emotional response. That's intentional.
Oh, God.
That's good directing.
I don't know if that was the right response, though. I just wanted him to just open the envelope. Oh my God! I'm gonna go get popcorn.
Yeah, but look, anybody
when
can
I
just
get
go
back.
Open the envelope.
But only the Batman could open it like that.
But only stretching it out makes you go, oh my God, what's in the box? What's in the box? It's intentional. That was to build tension.
I felt like that was a bit of a fail.
There were certainly, they
then-
could have shaved 20 minutes off it without altering the story.
With just cutting some of that. You just cut some of that shit.
That I'll grant that, but
And then my favorite, I want you to, if you can find it, I want you to find and pull up, if you can, a scene of RoboCop walking.
okay.
I swear to God, it's the same pace, it's the same sound.
What is this shit?
He sounded like RoboCop when I first, like the dark, and you hear his bootsteps coming. And I immediately thought, is that RoboCop? Is this a Batman RoboCop team up? And then
That would be fucking sweet.
I would watch the shit out of that.
Holy shit. Who owns RoboCop now?
I have no idea.
Whatever happened to Orion Pictures? Who took over
Oh,
Orion?
they're gone,
But
gone.
Who took over their properties?
I don't know.
Fuck, that would be fucking awesome.
Right? Now that I've said it, now I
Batman
really want
and
this to
RoboCop.
happen.
I'm contacting my old agent in Hollywood. I'm making this shit fucking happen, dude.
That would be amazing.
Batman and RoboCop. All right. Anyway,
But yeah, watch. I mean,
I enjoyed it a lot more than that.
yes, you did.
I didn't.
But
have
that's
a
not
problem.
to say I didn't enjoy it. I did like it. It was a good movie. Yep, it was definitely one of the better Batman films I've ever seen. And the dark noir stuff. I loved the car chase scene too, by the way.
Yeah.
that was really
Because it was
cool.
like actual skilled stunt drivers doing real stunts. Like,
Yeah.
fucking sweet. I
That
don't need
was-
any CGI
no
Space Fortress bullshit. Fuck
And
you. I'm done
believe
with the
me,
Eternals.
We can tell the difference. So yeah. There was a lot to really like about this. I just wish it were 2.5 hours instead of 3 hours. You know, just shave 30 minutes or so here and there, and it would have been just a much better movie. It just needed tighter editing, I think.
A little bit, yeah.
But all in all, this is not a bad film.
No, I enjoyed
I
it very, very
definitely
much.
recommend it. If you get a chance to see it, definitely do. Make sure you download the Run Pee app so you know when to leave to take a pee.
You can't hold your piss for 2.5 hours.
3 hours.
How fucked up is your fucking bladder and your
It's-
fucking prostate? I told you, all that fucking self-exam shit you do, you're gonna damage the fucking thing. Leave your prostate alone.
But it likes it when I touch it. It's
Squirt.
like this big, man. It's like a grapefruit.
Squirt. Squirt. It's not supposed to squirt every time you poke it. Leave the prostate alone.
All right, I guess that's all we got. Don't forget to click subscribe. Don't forget to like, share, leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought of Batman. I want to know what they thought.
I don't give a shit what you think.
All right, there you go then. And we're going to go watch another movie, and we'll be back. So, see you later. Bye.
Oh, God.